Welcome to watching my F1 2020 my career round 19 coverage, where I'm going to go to United States and I'm going to start renewing my sponsorship deals, and I'm going to manage it. So we're going to, it was pay night, and where's pay night is actually up here. Top 12 finished during the race. Yes, we want this. This is good for us. Do we still have the pay night lower somewhere? We don't. We're going to add it. And we're going to move to messages first. Okay, we have some extra cash we can spend. Let's move. This is what I was thinking to spend on. And I don't know about this, to be honest, because we have the new regulations out and I have to spend a lot of points now on keeping my upgrades. So we're going to adapt as many as I can before the new season begins. This is going to be the goal number 1. Yes, we can do this one. I'm going to do the engine part first, and then I'm going to move on to durability. Right now we're not going to do any other upgrades. And yeah, we're going to move on now to activities. We have a lot of things to do. So yes, 4 days left. What to do? You can choose this one or this one and this one. This one looks more enticing. So what is the standings? Individually, driver standings, I don't think I will go up from P10, but I'm hoping by construction standings we can improve to P6. We already improved. Basically, I think we have secured our P7, so P6 would be nice to give us more money. So we're going to do advance here. So we have already extra research points coming on, and we're going to go to move to R&D and continue what we have been doing. Can I do this one? No. So we're going to move to the race and see what happens there. I'm done with Q1, and once again both Jaguar team cars have advanced to Q2. Me being the worst car this time around, but hopefully in Q2 I can turn it around a little bit, and let's see what happens. So I finished in P13. I didn't make it to Q3, and let's see where Tatiana is. P16, meaning at least I defeated my teammate, but I didn't defeat my rival. I don't see any real surprises on this qualification this far, so let's go to the race and we'll find out what's the final standings with the qualification.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. And we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race.
And this is going to change a little bit.
Lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes
The gaps are actually with qualification so small if you look at the times.
Alexander Albon and Perez.
So Renault's this time around 6 and 8, and I'm on P12, it's not bad.
Giovinazzi, Calderon, Lance Stroll and Kevin Magnussen. Latifi, Boccolacci, De Vries and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Oh, we'll see. Hopefully me. So Jeff doesn't have any messages this time around for me, so I'm going to go straight to the strategy. I don't know what to think about this strategy, so I was thinking to leave less tire for the medium, or more tire actually. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit, add to stint 1 and to stint 2. Okay, wrong button here. Going to add to stint 1 and stint 2 1 extra lap. This way I can have more fresher tires in the end, but I have learned that during the race the strategy changes all the time. We'll see how it goes this time around. So here we go, we're in the start. So I'm going to need some really good start because on this track the first left corner gives you a huge opportunity to jump so many places. Gasly is trying it but jumping back. So I'm instead doing it a little bit touching there with Kvyat, I think. Yes, it was Kvyat, but I stay ahead, so everything is fine. Didn't damage the car, and I jumped from P12 to P7, which is a huge jump with just one corner.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Thank you. So on the map on the left we actually can see that Tatiana has passed the Ferrari in the start, which is amazing news. But they're falling a little bit behind, so you don't see that much on the map. But right now from here it's going to be preserving my position against Kvyat, because I know the first laps the guys are going to be really fast, and I'm not even trying to make any overtakes here, just giving my best to stay inside the 1 second distance so I can have some DRS as well to fight back with Kvyat. I don't see any huge gaps forming, just the 2 Mercedes flying away. Valtteri Bottas again doing his Bottas things. So we're going to jump to lap 6 now.
Strategy is available on the MFD. Confirmed.
Yes, we're going to choose it because obviously it's most likely better than the one we have right now. With this 50% races, the 2-stop strategy don't work. And in the same time, when I was thinking all this strategy stuff, I forgot to turn off my overtake button. You can see it's still green in the bottom. So here when I'm trying to on it and actually offing it, and me realizing a little bit here, and now this lap is going to be a little bit ruined. I have some overtake on this straight to keep Gat in bay, but the main straight is going to be hard because you can see my overtake limit is going to be full now. And I'm going to run out of overtake now quite fast. And yes, we are out, meaning we have no extra boost, we're just using the engine. And we can see Fiat already coming from behind. And in this straight, it's going to have a go for sure.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again. The gap to the car ahead
Something
is
happened.
2.2 seconds.
And at the same time, when Fiat is having a go, leaving the door open from the inside, I tried to use it, but I kind of nicked him a little bit. The flags previously was actually for Tatiana. She retired because of mechanical failure, which is sad. And here in lap 11 we can see, since we are extending our stint, then we are in P1 actually right now, which is amazing feeling to lead a race, of course. But we know that in the same time when I'm going to
pit this lap, so push now.
When we're going to pit, we're going to lose a lot of positions because we know that other guys using fresh tires, but hopefully all of them they are hards. But on the map we can see Ricardo and Perez, they are on option, which means they're going to pit again. So they are going to lose a lot of positions. This is not where they're going to end for sure. This is just stupid strategy. So towards the end of the lap, we're going to pit now. We're still in P1, so we'll see where we are going to fall from this one. And we can see on the map 3-4 cars already coming. Even though Ricardo and Perez have option tires and the Mercedes have hard tires, they're still 3 seconds. Oh my god, this is so bad.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Thank you, Jeff. So we just barely made it in front of Gasly. It's of course important, but since we have medium tires, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold him off. In those chicanes, I'm going to make probably some kind of cap. And we can see the gap coming already almost half a second. And took us a while to catch Fiat, but after catching him, so here I am, trying to make something happen. I'm going to watch a little bit, me trying to use these chicanes to the maximum. I think I'm using the track limits to as much as possible. But
okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
Thank you, Chef. But good exit. We need a good exit. Wasn't the best exit, but we're still going to have a go, I think, because the gap isn't that big. And with DRS opened, the speed difference is huge, like you can see. Gives us the window to jump in and block his exit and have the position. So we are P7. So now we're going to jump to a couple of laps forward where I'm catched up with Albon, and we are in P5 where actually Ricardo and Perez, like I told you already, have pitted. So they went for medium tires, but they are way back. So I'm jumping inside and went too deep, So Albon is getting back his position. And that's it for this fight right now. Maybe on the main straight actually I can have him if I stay close. But some reason this corner always I lose time. Maybe the downforce or aerodynamics of the Jaguar is not as good as the Red Bulls. Not just yet, just a tiny bit. So half a second difference before the straight. You gain only 1/10, so it's not even close to enough. So we're going to jump to the main straight in the same lap, and we're going to need a good exit. Oh, that was such a good exit. Just skating with that exit a lot, and you can see how I'm just sucking in Albon right now. He doesn't have a chance here. Just brake a little bit, giving him his confidence, and just jump in.
Good job, nice overtake.
And
Okay, some information on signs. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Gap to car in front is 3.0 seconds. Safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Yeah, because of the delta number, I basically needed to stop because right after I made the move, the safety car notice came out. So in this point here, I have a quick decision to make.
You at the end of this lap.
I'm going to pit to take option tires. I don't know if it's a good decision. I look like we have 6 laps to go. It should be a good one. But at the same time, 3 laps is going to go to safety car. So maybe 3 laps of racing. So maybe it's actually not a good decision, depending on what position we come out from. 3.2. Guys, what are you doing? You're sleeping.
Okay, stay
So
clear.
actually wouldn't make any difference.
We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
No worries, Chef. So we're going to jump now to the point where we're starting to race again.
Pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
Thank you for the update. So with the safety car is always so difficult because my main concern is not to touch anybody because the penalty comes so fast.
Racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
Thank
When
you.
the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
So I decided to take the option tires because everybody else is on medium or hards, plus they're old, plus with the safety car out they always can save up fuel. So with my worn mediums I wouldn't have the advantage I would have liked. So I was thinking maybe this will give me best option to attack the podium, but now we can see we're going to start lap
We have 5
25.
laps of fuel remaining.
We are going to last start lap 25 and we have just 4 laps to go. And I don't think it's going to be enough. We are back in P13. We're not even on points. And we need 1 position here. A tiny bit of touching, but nothing too serious. Just needed that position so bad in this corner. Not to waste any more time. Trying to cut as much as possible to catch up with Perez as fast. You can see Ricardo and Perez in front of me. They also pitted for mediums.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
And this is where they ended up, in 10 and 11. So from 3rd and 4th, they dropped down almost out of points. I don't think they can make anything happen in this. I don't see the AI doing many moves. So I'm going to jump in. Ricardo maybe trying to do something against Verstappen there, but not really. So I'm going to... yeah, when I pass Ricardo, then it's going to be out of points from podium finish to out of points finish. And this is because of our extra speed stop. but now I can see that my grip is so much better than others. I'm trying to find different lanes not to hit anybody, not to destroy my car. And now I'm going to need to take Ricardo on this corner because I'm running out of laps. But because I was so concentrated on Ricardo,
Battery's looking good. You can use overtake to
actually
get past.
didn't notice Verstappen. I didn't mean to make the overtake like this, but I got 2 positions in this turn 1. And you can see how fast we're catching Ocon now. So we're going to be in striking distance for turn 13. And just right now we just need to line up the overtake. I don't think we can make another turn with 2 overtakes. The gap seems too much. Right now it just needs as many positions I can take, because we can see on the map top 3 already going away, and we have it. We have P8 and there's much work to do. We need to so I'm losing a lot of time now.
There's 3 laps of fuel.
I didn't mean that. That's the thing I was mentioning. So much more grip on the exits, and it's actually holding me back. And you can see the Alpha Tauri is actually going away. The Alpha Tauris are passing in team-wise for constructions.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And that was a mistake. Norris taking back the position was the worst thing that could happen on this location actually. Now I have to keep back a little bit, not fooling my full car speed. Taking a little bit different lines and trying to just keep close, because I know in the back straight I'm going to have him. Because he doesn't have DRS, I have DRS, so it's going to be easy. So this time around I decided to go from the inside again. Been wobbling a little bit, so it was a little bit sketchy. I didn't know he's going to crash on me or what. So now we have 2 Alpha Tauris, and in the end of this lap we're going to have one lap to make a difference. It's not going to make any difference for sure. The Alpha Tauri is going to extend the lead on us on constructions, so basically they're just cementing the P6, which is
This
kind
is
of
your final lap of the race.
kind of bad for us. Now it's just a mode of pride. At this point it's so obvious the box decision was wrong. I have lost my position 4 before. I have a chance to the fastest lap time, but that's not going to change the points I would have gotten from position 4. So I'm going to line up here. So luckily Gasly doesn't have DRS, so this overtake is going to be easy. So I'm going to surprise him and go from the outside, leaving a little bit room, but
Nice move.
that was
Good
enough.
job.
Well, the gap is 1 second to Kvyat. There's no way I can pull off some kind of miracle last turn overtake. I'm trying to make the best of these corners to at least get the best lap time. And we have checkered flag. And I think I have the best lap. We'll see
All right, race over.
later.
Take care of the car on the way in.
In the end, in a good race from P12 to P6, driver of the day of course, with this kind of climb, but P4 was actually, would have been so much better.
Victory for the Silver Arrows. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. To this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Rainmaster. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Yeah, like you can see, AlphaTauri extended the lead over Jaguar. So what can you do? Brad actually had also a good race, just like Gasly. And that's it. I got the fastest lap time. It was much faster than Valtteri Bottas' fastest lap time, but considering the stuff with rivalry, Carlos Sainz retired. This is going to give me the edge on my rivalry against him. So this is the rivalry now. You can see I gained 4 points, he gained 0 because he didn't finish the race. So we're both going to be on 8. And with team, I claim Tatiana losing a little bit because of the retirement, and yeah, I'm going to gain a little bit of cash, but that's all part of it. So in the end, bad strategy choice from me, and that's it. Just something to learn from. Hopefully in the next races will be better.